Hey, everybody, this is Dr. J, Spike, Kamal, Arg answering live from Long Island, New York, and parts unknown.
New Hampshire, somewhere.
What did Walter Winchell say? Broadcasting from someplace.
All the ships and all the ships at sea.
Yeah, no, right, all the ships at sea, that's it. Walter Winchell, the most prominent journalist of the 20th century, I guess. Wartime journalist. Would you say, or would you, or maybe others?
Besides Walter Cronkite.
Walter Cronkite, yeah, that's another one. He probably was the best known.
Edward R. Murrow.
Oh yeah, Morrow, another World War II journalist. And he came up with a couple of good names.
Who's the movie phones guy?
The movie phones? Oh yeah, the guy from the movies. Forgot.
Yeah.
Quite a few. Arjun and Kamala look giving us blank stares. Where did we get these names?
Yeah, I don't know what we're talking about.
Edward R. Murrow, they actually named a few high schools after him,
Yeah.
one in Brooklyn. Journalists of the 20th century. What about television journalists? A couple of them. Mike Wallace, maybe. 20th century journalist? I don't know. We're getting off topic.
Yes.
How about sports? Before we talk about the important thing, NVIDIA earnings, how about sports? Yankees don't lose. Knicks are out. Denver is out. The finals are Minnesota Timberwolves against the Dallas Mavs, and the Celtics against Indianapolis. What do you guys think?
So I already bet on this. I bet Timberwolves over Celtics in the finals.
Wow. What do you think, Spike?
The Timberwolves are going to do it.
You got an opinion? You have an opinion, Spike?
None whatsoever. I'm sort of disappointed.
I'd like to see Indianapolis give Boston a run. They could.
That would be nice.
Make it interesting, at least.
Because I guess I got deflated after all those injuries with the Knicks, and they just couldn't put it together.
Well, Game 7, they were still favored by 2.5 points, I think. But the problem was losing Jalen Brunson with the problem. All right. Anyway, enough sports. NVIDIA is happening on Wednesday. Should I sell my NVIDIA? Should I hedge? I got a lot of NVIDIA. What do I do?
It looks like it's priced in already.
So what would you do? Would you take some off the table, all of it, or part of it?
I would sell some.
I was thinking of writing a call.
Lowell Thomas was the guy I was talking about.
I was thinking of writing a call out of the money and buying a put.
There's a word for that. Is that a straddle?
Well, one of those things. Collars.
So you buy a put, write a call?
Because the call pays for the put. You know what I mean?
Right.
So you're basically just getting a range. What are the strikes?
I don't know. I didn't really look.
Depends how you want to call it at.
You could do 850 and 1,000 maybe. Yeah, that seems reasonable.
Or just buy a put maybe for protection in case of a big miss.
Right. I'm not afraid of a miss. I'm afraid that they're going to hit, but that the stock market's not going to react.
That's what Kamal said, priced in.
I think the downside is 15-20% down.
That's significant.
I think it could go to 800. I don't know if immediately, but I think that's where it will end up if they don't like the news.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking precisely. I mean, because we had a shot just before earnings at 680 last time, but those days are over.
Yeah, I like the idea of trimming and doing that strategy. Yeah, because you need to hedge here at least a little. I mean, I think Kamal's right.
I think if I go way out of the money, a put would be pretty cheap.
You could do 850. You could even do
Yeah, an
800
850
maybe.
makes sense, or an 800 would be way out of the money.
Well, that's too far.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could do.
I was thinking like 850, 860. In
Yeah,
case
you might get that on an IV spike and just get rid of. You'd have to watch it pretty close.
I don't know, or do nothing like I've been doing every quarter.
Just like we talk about those DJT puts that are still way too expensive.
The Donald J. Trump put.
Yeah, they're way too expensive.
Well, when he gets out of jail free, then
Yeah, then right, exactly.
when he gets that hung jury.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. Well, he'll just get hit on the misdemeanors, but not the felony.
Yeah, I think he's going to come away looking good out of this trial. I think they're not going to convict. They really socked it to Cohen today.
Oh, did they? I missed that.
Yeah, they caught him in the big lie that
Another
he's stealing money from the Trump organization.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's what happens when you back the wrong horse.
So we talk sports, we talk politics, we talk journalism.
Right.
I guess we got to talk stocks. John, you take the reins today. SPY.
Sure. Yeah, SPY.
I'm making so much freaking money that it's scary.
Yes.
I'm a little scared.
I should have not sold my micro strategy. Would have made a lot.
I'm making money on IBIT, MicroStrategy. I'm making money on nvda. I'm making money.
You did the right thing. We sold. We all sold. I sold all my IBIT and MicroStrategy, and that was not a good strategy.
Professor Omar sold. John sold. You sold. I held.
Yes.
So for now, I'm right, but who knows?
You are definitely right.
You are right, sir.
Now it's coming. Bitcoin is hitting that 70,000 mark. That's the top of the channel that Omar drew. So
yeah.
This is a test, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna attempt to do some Omar charting, but probably won't be as good. But let's see, what do we have? I mean, yeah, this is just it. Like, what was his number? 534.
Something like 538.
Yeah, so we're almost there. I mean, your number was
545. 545.
Yeah, so I mean, today we had a new all-time high, barely, by 4 cents. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what to make of this, honestly, because it's. Ugh. See, this is kind of a nonsense line, actually. Let me get rid of it.
You put it in. We like nonsense.
And I want to put in one that I like a little better here.
All right.
Yeah, here we go. Because those connect those, yeah.
Connects the dots.
Yeah, so this is kind of a channel. So you could, I mean, I think I don't really see why 538 or 545 is the number. I think we just have to see where it goes from this level, because this could be a little mini double top here, but then tomorrow it could just go higher. So
I gave the rationale for 545.
Yeah.
That was the average between 480 and 350. Was 130, half it out of 65.
65, yeah.
480 plus 65 is 545. So that would be a 50% move up off the drop.
Right. Yeah.
I think you go 15 points in either direction for where it actually stops. So I think the upper end is 560. Why 15 points? Because you're looking at the 38 point whatever and at 15 points below and the 61 point whatever at the 560 mark.
Things look pretty bullish to me right now. I mean, I don't have much to say on this one.
I actually think 560 is an excellent spot for it to turn around in that area, 560, and give you a 10% correction. That would bring you down. That would bring you down to 500-ish.
Yeah, I mean, this level, it makes sense to me because you had a lot of action there. You have a kind of a double touch there in the low 500s.
The other possibility is we get another one of those rinky-dinky 3% corrections, and we just continue on to 600.
That's possible too. Yeah, we could just keep yo-yoing up and down through this channel.
Now, if SPY was listening to JP Morgan today, SPY might go down because not JP Morgan, Morgan Stanley, because their chief investment strategist, what's his name? MW? Who's on? Mike Wilson, right?
Oh yeah, Mike Wilson. Yeah.
Mike Wilson threw in the towel on his 450s S&P call, and he raised it to 540.
Huh.
Now 540 is like a Professor Omar number.
Yeah, we're close to that. Yeah.
But even when he throws in the towel on being a bear, he's still not a bull. At least if you're going to throw in the towel, be a man and say 600.
No, he wants to just kick the can down the road.
So he's really still a bear at heart, is what you're saying.
I think he just wants to be right, and on his first call, yeah. Yeah, let's look at Bitcoin. I saw that's the next thing you listed. Because SPY, I mean, it looks good, but yeah, we'll see.
Can you draw the Professor Omar channel?
Here?
Going down on Bitcoin.
Yeah, I could try that. You connect these tops, and then you connect. Yeah, this one's a little trickier. I could go here, maybe.
Sure, that's good.
Yeah. So this is interesting.
At the top of the channel is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, I don't love the lower highs and lower lows. This is, to me, a little more sus than SPY. Yeah, you want to see whatever the high was from today. The next time that gets taken out will be very important. But then,
what if you go back to the previous high? What number was that? Right there.
72720, basically.
What number? 72?
72.7, call it.
So I want to see that taken out to feel good.
Yeah, and then you can worry about the all-time high. But yeah, I agree. I mean, I think today, we got to 70. We barely broke 70.
You're still looking at sort of a double top there.
Yeah, I don't love this chart. I mean, if it goes down again, I think what would be really troubling is if you break this low. Because it has been making lower lows since March.
Yes.
But today was a good day, but I don't love where it stopped.
All the gurus say 50,000 is the bottom. The consensus of thinking is not going to go lower than that.
Let's see if that would make some sense based on the chart, right? We got a lot of touches there.
Yeah.
Yeah, and this is actually an interesting view here, some good context, because I think, if you want to look at this as a giant cup, this could just be a pullback to then rocket back up. I mean, on a 2 to 2.5 year time frame, but I would say I'm leaning bearish short to medium term and bullish long term.
I'm confused with this chart. For me, it could go either way. I'm really confused. I'm not selling, so.
Yeah, but I'm not buying either. I agree. I'm not selling, but I don't want to buy it yet.
Yeah.
So what'd you have next?
What about Kamal's Mara, a minor?
Yeah, so this is one we've looked at quite a bit over the years.
Yeah,
So this chart, I like that.
that's got a lot of potential to move up.
I like this chart better for sure on this long time frame. Let's go to a short time frame. This is a little more interesting.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, strong support at these levels. And I like this short-term channel it's in a lot. Let's see if that can continue. Something like that. So I like this chart better than Bitcoin's for sure for the short term.
It's got to take out that previous double top right there. Yeah.
How much is that? How much is that?
It's right around 24.65. But today was a great day, and I think for this one, I'm probably going to be buying any dips. I like this chart.
I like the miners in general because they didn't participate in the rally, and they're in a good position. If Bitcoin continues on up, they're going to come up.
Yeah, I like something like this. I think it's going to go here, go up, and then here. Anytime it gets near this lower trend line, I'm going to be adding, I think. Good chart.
I'm looking to go back in, get a nibble.
I think it's going to head straight up. I don't think it's going to.
It could. It's got to take out that 25 level, and I think it could go to the all-time highs.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the all-time highs, let's pump the brakes, but yeah.
It could get there.
Sure, but maybe not for a while. I mean,
when Bitcoin goes to 95,000, I think it'll get there.
Sure. Well, let's take out the 30s first, yeah. Because there's a lot of choppiness in that level, so but I'm bullish short.
Hey, John, what do you think of Tom Lee's brazen call for Bitcoin 150,000 by the end of the year?
These types of calls I can never get behind, right? I mean, you're talking about a double by year end. I can't see that.
But you're talking about Tom Lee.
Yeah, understood, but I don't see what would drive that. Maybe though. These types of calls, I never know what to make of them.
It's a long shot, certainly.
Yeah, but it's fun. What do we want to look at next?
MSTR. MSTR.
Yeah, we'll do that, and then we'll do the quad U's.
Yeah, quad U's are a good one.
Yeah, this one I only look at short term. Long term doesn't mean anything here. Great day. I mean, look at that. It's back to these levels. Actually, yeah, let's see. What was the high on 4/4? That was 1739. Today it got to 1728. So that's good.
I'm going to put in a sell for a portion of my holdings at where I had it the last time at 2001 Space Odyssey.
Yeah.
And I missed it by $2. It hit 1999.
Uh-huh.
This time I'm going to hit it at 2001 Space Odyssey.
Yeah, this is a rocket ship.
I regret selling it.
Very volatile stock. If Bitcoin goes up 3% in a day, it goes up 6 or more.
High beta, yeah.
And the other way around as well on the downside.
Yeah.
Bitcoin goes down 5%, it'll go down 10 or 12%. Very volatile.
Yeah,
You
it didn't.
about Bitcoin on steroids, and Bitcoin itself is on steroids.
Yeah, this 50-day, I mean, it barely went below it, and then it just went right back above it. Yeah, this is
If you want extreme leverage on Bitcoin, you buy the call options on MicroStrategy.
All right, I'll do the U's. U. Oh, one more U. We need more U's.
A lot of use.
Many a U. Yeah. So this. Let me clear all these drawings. This one's like. I don't know why it does this. Let's look at long term on this first. Yeah, this is choppy, very choppy, but it's in a short term zoom. And what I like is I like this.
You like that long-term trend line? Yeah.
I really like this.
That has to be drawn.
Yeah. That is nice because basically what this is telling you is you have strong support on dips. I mean, I think the trouble with this one is it can become range bound really easily. I mean, every time it's tried to take out these levels here, it's kind of had some trouble, but let's just call that $8. I think this one's a fun one to just trim anytime it gets near 8 and then rebuy.
I'm up 25% on it in just a few weeks.
Yeah, I came a little later than you. I got in at $6, but it's good. I think what I'll do is I'm going to swing this one. I mean, I'll keep my core, but what I'm going to do is anytime it gets near 8, I'll probably take a little off, and anytime it goes down in the 6s, I'll add more.
Uranium, it looks really strong. Even DNN and all of them, all the uranium miners.
Yeah. And then short term, I mean, yeah, this even hits home more when you look at it up close. Yeah, no, this is a fun one. I've had a nice little run here with you.
And then there's a uranium ETF as well. I forget what it is.
I don't remember. This is the only uranium exposure I have. All right. What do we have? Some comments. Yeah, I think Dr. J did make that call a little earlier. BITU, interesting. Yeah, I've heard of that. Yeah, these are similar to the like SQQQ and TQQQ.
I have no appetite to short Bitcoin.
Yeah, you need some cojones for that.
I have no appetite to do that.
Sure.
That's only for the Seth Garaways or whatever his name is.
You can buy puts on the short Bitcoin.
I'm happy to be long, and I'm not hedging.
Yeah, I'm just kidding. Double negative. But then, all right. So should we move to the metals, or do you want? No, we need to look at NVIDIA. What else? Let's do NVIDIA.
NVIDIA SMCI. I think they're inexorably linked.
Yeah, so we talked about this one a little bit before the show. My thought here is similar to Dr. J's. I think, and Spike also mentioned this. The downside here could be potentially in the 8-ish range, low to mid 8s on earnings. The reason we say that is Kamal mentioned good news could already be priced in. You're seeing some resistance at the top of this chart. So, Dr. J, do you want to explain your potential option strategy you were going to do here?
Well, I was thinking of a couple of different ways. One way is just simply buy a way out of the money put in case the worst case occurs. And they're pretty reasonably priced, I believe, like at 880 or something, 860, something like that. And one that probably expires in June, let's say. I don't need July, no reason, it's an earnings play. So I probably want a little time past the earnings. So I would say mid-June, whenever that is. Third Friday in June?
Yeah. So what I'm seeing is if you wanted to buy an 850 put for June 21st, that would cost you about $19. So not too cheap actually.
I would have thought it would be cheaper, yeah.
Yeah, 880 you got to pay up. You got to pay almost 30.
Look, the volatility is going to be extreme. Whenever they have earnings, it's like 10% either way.
Yeah.
So
But
10% from 1,000, you're looking at 100 points.
yeah, I would say our opinion here is to tread a little carefully.
What I'm thinking of doing, if it's like close to that 1,000 on Tuesday, is trim a little and just go through hold the rest.
Sure. Yeah, and this is all short term.
Forget the option strategy. It's too much money.
Okay. Yeah, and you can always sell some covered calls if you want, depending on your position size.
Well, I don't have that many shares to buy, so I would sell a covered call.
Yeah, that's true. 100 shares of this is already a lot of money. Okay, so SMCI, and then we'll do a couple metals and call it.
SMCI is likewise, if NVIDIA goes up $100 on earnings, this one will go up 150. That's how big they are.
Yeah, this one's been in a nice upswing. I mean, I think like the interesting thing about this one is you have more room to the upside here, it looks like, than NVIDIA. I like where this is at in its channel a little better. Yeah, this one I would probably nibble on some dips here.
I bought some today at about 880. Where did it close?
903, give or take. Yeah, so that seems like a good buy for now.
Good pickup.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, like you said, this is higher beta, so you'll have wilder swings. But
My average is about 300.
Wow,
I like
that's
this one short term.
I mean, I'm really letting it all ride, you know.
Yeah.
I did do some selling the last time around when it hit, when it ran, but I bought back. I bought back at lower prices. Let's look at HL and IMPUY and call it a day.
Yeah, let's do that.
And
I'd like you to go over PA and W, please.
Okay, PNW, another one.
Yeah, this one's really interesting. I mean, it also has, you can almost draw this perfectly across these three bottoms. Let's call that a triple bottom. Why not?
Sure.
And then here, yeah, I'm not super bullish here. The reason being, one, it's a lot of choppiness at these levels, and two, I think it needs to pull back a little before it can leg up again.
Did it have earnings today? Is that why it's down after hours?
No, this one isn't down.
I thought Kamal said it was down.
No, that was PANW. We'll look at that next.
What is this chart?
Hecla?
Hecla. Oh, Hecla. Hecla looks really strong to me. If it breaks the, I think it's taking out one high after another. So gotta watch this one.
It looks good. I just think it's gonna pull back first before.
Buy the dips. Buy the dips in Hecla.
Buy the dip.
I agree. I asked you about it. You told me about it a week ago, and I missed it.
Kamal, you always listen to me. This time you didn't.
I do. Not this time though.
You might have time here to get in. I think it'll go down.
I'll wait for a pullback.
Yeah, you got to wait for a little pullback.
I think it's going to retest the 9-day, and then you can buy it. That's the 9 days, what, 550? Yeah, I'm going to guess this will go to 560 and then leg up. So,
What did you buy it at?
I got in here in the high fours.
Very nice.
Yeah, but then I rebought. Actually, my average is probably 530. Yeah.
Still very nice.
Yeah. So yeah, this one looks good, and then my favorite.
Well, Kamal, Arjun listened to me. You didn't. Arjun is that proves Arjun is smarter than you.
He is definitely.
I just like metals right now. I'm into it, and then
Professor Omar complimented you, Arjun. He likes your chart reading.
Cool. That's a good. Well, he's a savant, so that's good to hear. This one I love. I've talked about this ad nauseum, but this one refuses to go down. It's been just fantastic, and I think I've said over and over that $8 is where I'll start to think about taking profits. But right now, I'm just gonna enjoy it. And
I'm still buying.
yeah, I have too much. I can't.
I'm still a buyer at this point. It looks very bullish.
Yeah, I think we're gonna get to $8 before we run into any meaningful trouble.
I agree.
But then even then, I could see this. I'll make a bold call for this year. I think it's gonna end the year double where it is now.
I think at least $10.
Yeah, I think it's gonna get to double what it is now at some point in the next 9 to 10 months. So
what's the main thing that they mine?
So this is platinum, but they do palladium also. And my rationale here is cars that are not EVs, traditional cars, benefit from this company a lot.
Sure, the catalytic converters, right?
Yeah, because I think the EV thing has been slightly overblown in terms of how quick it's ramping up. And then the other side of it too is I've just been studying the supply demand side here, and there's a big disconnect. There's a lot more demand for this than there is.
I think uranium is going to be good over the next decade as more and more power plants come online.
Yeah, this one is just a supply shortage play along with. It's a good chart. We like good charts. So we'll do PANW, and then I'm gonna have to call it after that.
Sure, we did a lot.
So yeah, I mean, Kamal, you want to talk about the after? What I don't know what happened after hours. I don't know if it was earnings or can someone look that up?
Says,
I don't know.
Disappointing billings guidance.
Earnings guidance. Okay.
Okay. So I drew a line here where it is after hours, 290 something. Which, I mean, honestly, like that's just the 9-day moving average. So maybe everything's fine. It might even be a buying op.
Well, if they pre-announce, that takes the mystery out of earnings, right?
Yeah, and I mean, if you want to, this is a really easy trend line to draw here. So I mean, it's just right at trend line if we think. Well, yeah, I mean, Kamal, I think bought some after hours. I'll buy a little. Yeah,
I think I'm a buyer. I'm going to add to my position. I'm basically in accumulation mode on this one, so I don't mind pullbacks.
Now, after we log off, I'll buy a small amount after hours.
I'm going to. I promise to as well. I'm going to buy a little after hours.
Thank you guys for your support.
We're with you. We're with you, Kamal.
Okay.
I mean, I like the long-term chart is still intact. I don't think anything happened after hours that dissuades me from that. I mean, short-term, sure, whatever, bumpiness, but like, look, the pullback was just to a level where it's had some support. So if after hours is max pain, then I think we're in good shape.
Yeah, by the morning, investors could sleep on it. It'll come out back over 300.
All right, we'll buy it. I'll buy it now that I'm off the screen.
So we lost Professor Spike. I don't know where, Cyberland somewhere. And You did a great job, Arjun. Thank you for charting.
Sure.
And Kamal, good luck with Pan W, your new purchase. Adios, amigos, and ciao.
See ya.